Congratulations on your purchase of this 6-week hypnotherapy course, brought to you by Permastonk.
Billy, what are you playing?
In just 6 weeks' time, you will once again be able to maintain a full, firm erection.
What are you playing? That's the wrong tape. Billy, that's
With
not...
the help of
Turn
this
the tape
course,
off.
you can put an end
Turn that tape off.
to the crushing disappointment suffered by those unlucky enough to find themselves entangled with your flimsy, floppy phallus.
I'm looking after this for a friend. Just turn it off. It doesn't need to be on. Billy, turn the tape off. Turn the tape off.
Permastonk, the lube you need to get your love life moving.
Oh, I've smacked my in toe now. Oh, Billy, turn the tape off. Turn it. Jesus Christ. Oh, you have to remove that from the edit, Billy. This is the right tape. This is the one.
Ladies and gentlemen, to those among you who are easily frightened, we suggest you turn away now. To those of you who think they can take it, we say, welcome to the Madhouse.
Welcome to the Madhouse podcast, the #1 podcast for horror reviews, bullshit and booze. My name is Jimmy, and with me is the man who doesn't suffer from acromegaly, maybe suffers from slight dwarfism. He's a short fella. It's Joey! Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Bloody marvellous.
Oh, excellent. You know what, I was going to start off with an apology, but maybe I won't now. You've been pretty mean. It's not quite dwarfism.
Wow, short.
Yeah.
What were you going to apologise for?
I was going to apologise because last week we had a disagreement about Dreamcatcher.
Oh.
You said something and I quickly slapped it down. So I went back to check, as you suggested. And
Okay.
You can indeed see a prolapsed arsehole.
Hey!
Not brilliant. Challenging wank. But you know, it's got to be done.
Wow, straight off the bat with that one.
So I apologise for that, and I've got a joke for you to try and make up for it.
Okay.
Well, my children are now at that age where they have started asking awkward questions about the human body, but it's my fault really. I should have taken it out and buried it days ago. Yeah? That was good, right? That was cool. Yeah.
Anyway, I thought you were going to apologise for how drunk you got.
No. When have we ever
Right.
apologised to each other for that?
Well, never. I thought it was more of a general apology to the listener.
Oh. No, they know what they signed up for.
Fair enough.
I did listen. Obviously, I've edited that episode now, and I was slurring the last third of that episode out. So I do apologise if you can't tell what I was saying. I don't apologise for the cause.
Yeah, fine. Doing it for the cause.
Yeah.
Not the Irish band.
No. They didn't even reply to our messages.
Well, you come to this podcast for some cracking jokes. Obviously.
I come for it for cracking cans.
Right, should we get on to that? Or
Yeah.
I think I went first last time, so I think it's your job this time.
Okay, well, I've gone out on a limb here with my choice, and I've come up with an idea for our own brand cider. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Can you
Amazing.
see what this says?
Dickens cider, 6%-ish, in association with the Madhouse podcast.
Yep. And this is Sam likes this drink. She's quite fond of a Dickens cider. It's a good drink for women overall. Actually, I don't know if you think that Nat might like to try a Dickens cider one day. But you have to earn a drink like this because the drink actually has to consent, which is a good thing. As the evil prick in this film found out, you can't just expect to get a Dickens cider. You got to earn it, okay? And I know you like a serving suggestion.
I do.
So
I do.
I've got one. Best enjoyed steamy. Crack the can gently, lick around the rim, then slam it as fast as you can, spark a cigarette and feel smug. Yeah? Don't forget to recommend to your friends. Please enjoy your Dickens cider responsibly.
Well, this is bollocks.
Why? I thought that was a good pitch for our own cider.
It's an absolute fantastic pitch. I love it.
Yeah.
Why did I make you go first? Because now I'm just going to talk about some sort of boring fucking drink that I've got.
Oh, so you thought... Oh, so you're okay with the choice? You're just okay with...
I'm fine with the choice.
Oh, 'cause I had a backup. Because if I'm honest with you, it's just... I know you probably can't believe this, but that's just a can of Thatcher's wrapped in some paper that I made.
I mean, good effort. We'll have to work on the design of the label.
Yeah, and I don't think we can just repackage cider. Thatcher's cider.
Now, maybe I'm an innocent young chap, but it took me a while to realise that you were saying Dickens cider.
Yeah, it's called the cider's called Dickens cider. Yeah.
Yeah, but then I didn't really get the innuendo.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
Why are you calling it Dickens? Well, it's classy. And then I got it. It's penis.
Yep. So if you didn't get that the first time, listener, rewind about a minute or two, have another go at it.
Well, you've obviously won that one, so what's the point?
I like a Dickens cider. Tastes nice.
Oh, okay. Well, this is bollocks and absolutely pointless, isn't it?
Why?
But I'll carry on anyway. So, here we go, if anyone cares. I've got something that's either called Memphis Boulevard or it's called Anti-Establishment. I think it might be called... I don't know what the company's called. Who cares? Nobody cares now after that. Bollocks. Do you know what that is?
Memphis Blue grapefruit flavoured IPA.
Yeah, bollocks. Who's put fucking grapefruit? Honestly, I'm just so annoyed. You've caught me off guard.
I didn't want to win again by getting really hammered again, so I just rebranded something.
I mean, it's fantastic. It's 6.3... No, it's not. 6.5%. So I could get off my tits on this one. I'm not going to pour it in a receptacle. I'm going to drink it how God intended, out of the can, like a real man.
Yeah, okay.
And I think it's actually called Memphis Boulevard, and the company might be called Anti-Establishment.
Okay.
Doesn't have a serving suggestion. I suggest you serve it with a beard and a check shirt. Do you know what I mean? Beard oil.
Yeah. And a smug face.
Yeah, top knot. I'm going to have a sip. It's a waste of time, but I'm going to have a sip anyway.
You might like it.
Well, that's fucking disgusting. Well, you've obviously won that round. So well done. 2 on the bounce. Congrats.
And all I did was buy some Thatchers and
Yeah,
print some
sour
paper.
taste now for the entire episode.
Yeah, well, I think that's probably the grapefruit, to be fair.
Might, probably,
Not
actually.
my genius. Should we do some film facts?
Yeah, why not?
Do you want to take a break to sort yourself out?
Nope.
What film did you choose, Jimmy?
So we chose Mike Flanagan's Gerald's Game. Came out in 2017.
Yeah.
Not his best effort.
No, I don't think so, but it's still good. I had a look at the budget. No, I didn't see any budget information. So I didn't look at the budget. I tried to.
F*** it.
And
Yeah, no one cares.
it's getting more difficult with streaming services to find funding production. They don't publish how much stuff costs, and they can't take a box office because they stream it to subscriptions, so you can't see ticket sales. Had a cast, which is basically the Michael Flanagan team now, isn't it?
That's all his players, isn't it? Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Early on. So it's Carla Gugino,
Well pronounced.
Bruce Greenwood, Chiara Aurelia, Carol Strachan, Henry Thomas, Kate Siegel, and a dog, which yet again goes unnamed, as dogs always do in these films we review. So yeah, it's basically the Mike Flanagan team, bish bash bosh.
Pretty much. Stuck his wife in there.
Which one's his wife?
I think his son's Kate Siegel.
Ah, she's in all of his stuff as well.
Yeah, Hush, Haunting of Hill House, all that kind of business.
And Midnight Mass. Right. Do you want me to explain this film to you?
Do you know what? Yeah, I would like you to explain it to me, and I would like you to explain it to this chap who is also next to us in the pub. He's a very tall fella.
And he hasn't got a clue what we're talking about.
No, he hasn't. He hasn't got a bloody Scooby. I'll just sit back and drink my horrible, tainted IPA.
Alright, well, this is the gist of it, where we explain the film as though we're just explaining it to someone in the pub the day after we've watched it. Well, it's called Gerald's Game, and he sure is, as he arrives with his wife to a cabin in the woods for a spunk-filled weekend, armed with a pair of police-grade handcuffs, weapons-grade Viagra, and a toxic masculine-grade rape fantasy. Gerald pushes his wife to satisfy his tiny penis by playing rape victim, but she was having none of it. The violent strangle wanker threatens to rape her, for real, if she doesn't comply, but before he can have his way, karma has its way and strikes him down with a heart attack instead. Yay! But not really. Unfortunately, for his poor wife Jessie, she's still tied to the sturdy rich person bedposts, and there's no one around for miles, and there won't be until long after she's dead. A stray dog turns up then, one that she fed earlier in the film but I haven't mentioned yet, but this is no lassie dog here to save the day. This one's only here to eat her dead husband and wait for her to die so he can eat her as well. Jessie then begins to hallucinate that her dead husband is there again, taunting her as she withers away. But don't worry, because she's also hallucinating another version of herself who's trying to help. During the not ideal ordeal, Jessie confronts some disturbing things from her past, including when she was a preteen watching the clips and her dad had himself a willy wank while she was sat on his lap. They mentally manipulated her into keeping it a secret. That's 3 bastard men in her life, if you're keeping tally, by the way. The corpse-eating canine, rape fancy husband, and the diddling daddy. Side note, the diddling daddy is a pub that Jimmy Savile used to hang out in. On top of her flashbacks, she's also visited by a big creepy dude with a big bag full of bones and jewellery. She assumes this geezer is death come to take her away, but more on him later. All her flashbacks and the hallucination of herself help her to find the simple way to escape the bed. All she needs to do is break a glass, slash her wrist, just the right amount so she doesn't bleed to death, but just enough to deglove her hand, that means remove the skin from it by the way, and slide her bony exposed digits through the now slippery with blood handcuffs, get in the car and drive off into the sunset. She's free! But not really, as she has had to drive the car to get away, and she passes out while driving, causing a crash. But now she's free! But not really. You remember the tall, creepy bag full of tat dude? Well, he wasn't death as she suspected. He was a serial killer who just happened to be in the area, but decided for some reason not to kill her, even though she was tied to her bed. And now, he's off to prison. So he was pointless. But not really, because Jessie gets to go to court and confront him. As she does, she sees all the pricks she's had to deal with. Her husband, diddly daddy, and serial killer. But not the dog. And she tells them all they are so very small. She walks away at the end as an eclipse is just ending, and the sun is full in her life once again.
Fantastic.
So, would you watch it based on that?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah?
Probably would. That was probably more interesting than the actual film.
Oh, you're not a fan of the film at all?
I was the first time. Now I'm not so much.
What changed? Did you change?
Just grew up a bit, I think. Just life, you know.
Okay. Fair enough.
Different interests.
Yeah. So you used to be interested in rape fantasy stories.
Well, no, don't take that the wrong way.
Okay. Should we move on to Frights and Delights?
Yes, please. Right. Are we going to lie around in bed all day like some bloody handcuffed woman? Or are you going to talk about some Frights and Delights?
Can't we do both?
Sure.
Well, I think I've got 5, as is tradition. First one. You may remember when the doggy starts to eat Gerald that Jessie throws a book at it to scare it off.
Yes.
Did you notice the book?
I did.
This book is called Midnight Mass. A Midnight Mass was a story that Mike Flanagan had been working on for a while and wanted to make into a film or series. He originally started it as a novel, and that story is thought to be loosely influenced by Stephen King's Storm of the Century and Salem's Lot.
Yes, but there's a movie called Hush, and it's got Kate Seagal in it, directed by Mike Flanagan, written by Mike Flanagan, I think. And it's about an author who goes out to a cabin in the woods and gets stalked, and she's an author, and the book that she's working on is called Midnight Mass.
Oh, so do you think the book in this film is her book, or is it...
So the book in this film is her book from that previous film. She is the author of that book, and then that book in this universe then turns into the series.
Wow. I like that series.
Yeah, it's a good series, that. That's got all the same people in it, innit?
Yeah.
So there you go.
Right, number 2 or 4, if I'm counting up or down. I haven't decided. When it's revealed that Moonlight Man, who she thought was death, but turned out to just be your run-of-the-mill grave robber / serial killer, it is mentioned he has a disease that you can pronounce.
Acromegaly.
Yep, that one. And this disease causes enlarged heads, hands, feet, and who knows what else. The actor...
Testicles.
What?
Testicles?
Maybe testicles, I don't know.
Imagine the size of this man's dong.
Do I have to? I feel inferior enough after the short man intro joke.
I bet you're about the same size as that guy's penis.
Probably.
Imagine staring down the eye of that bad boy.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, well. So it causes enlarged parts of the only places I heard listed are head, hands, feet. I suspect perhaps there's more to look into. Anyway, the actor who portrayed him was called Carol Strucken or Strucken, something like that. And he actually has that disease.
Yes, he does. Played Lurch in the Addams Family, didn't he?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He was also in another Mike Flanagan little ditty called Doctor Sleep, the sequel to The Shining.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet, but maybe we will.
Fantastic.
I know.
It's got that woman who's handcuffed to the bed in it as well.
It's one of those things that feels like it came out 3 months ago, so I'm not that far behind, but it was actually a few years ago now, wasn't it?
Fucking long time ago.
Oh, yeah.
Book was great. Film is actually good.
Anyway, number 3. Nope, still 3, even if I'm going downwards. Gerald, as we know, is a dickhead.
Cock.
But not only was he a rapey twat, he was a liar as well, because he said the meat she fed the dog was Kobe ribeye, but on the packet, he clearly says Wagyu tenderloin. I don't know what that is.
Oh, I don't know what's worse. The trying to be raping or the actual blatant disregard for meat products.
I mean, it's probably the raping.
Yeah, of course it is. Obviously it is, but still.
Yeah. But my last one, okay. Oh, wait, I've only got 4. I don't know how many I've got. Nope, I've got 2 more. The film has no soundtrack, which makes one of our later jobs a bit easier, but it does have some radio show playing while they're driving towards their ill-fated sexy weekend, and that radio is playing the news. Did you catch this?
I did catch this.
And it's about the grave-robbing Moonlight Man who features in the rest of the film.
Yes, so they obviously needed to tie that bit in somewhere.
Yeah. I didn't like that last 20-minute bit, by the way.
Pointless.
I didn't mind that her, like, coming to terms and moving on with her life bit, but that making that guy a real grave robber serial killer type person just seemed silly. I don't know if it makes more sense in the book.
Yeah, I've not read the book, so maybe, but when did this book... The book came out in 1992, I think, or something, so... You know, I think King was off the old booze and the drugs by then, so you'd think he'd be able to write a good ending, but apparently, no.
It's like, the drugs must be the problem, why I can't write endings, and then he went off him and like, oh shit, it's me, isn't it? Okay, one last one, and it's a personal one.
Oh.
Because I, throughout the film, was just thinking this the whole time, and this is what I'd be worried about. And it's never mentioned that she, while tied to that bed for at least 2 days, I would...
About 2 days.
Yeah, she didn't need to piss or shit at any point. She was there for a while, didn't piss herself or anything. Now, I know she was dehydrated, that doesn't stop previous drink from before you were tied to the bed and such.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's not really a big deal. I just kept thinking through the film, I'd be dying for a piss by now.
Definitely a wee. I could hold a poo.
Yeah.
I could hold the poo in. I'm not sitting there and poo, but I would have to do a wee at some point, and I would sit in it.
Yeah.
Fine.
Of course you would.
At least we could aim ours out of the bed, though.
That's true. You'd get like a better arc on it if you somehow got an erection before you started.
I reckon I could fill that glass back up above my head.
Awesome. Yeah.
End up waterboarding myself to death. In my own piss.
Yep. Somebody's tortured him. No, I think actually this is his own piss. Probably handcuffed yourself to the bed in the first place as well.
Yeah, probably.
That's walked in, taken one look and gone, nah.
I'll leave him for the weekend, it'll be alright. He's got a full bladder, he'll survive. Piss dripping in my eye.
it's time for Jimmy's Day release, I think, if you're ready.
I am ready, but that was a lovely little bit of frights and delights there.
Thank you.
I like them. Yeah, some top quality ones. This is not going to be so top quality.
I bet it is.
I'll have a little drink first, though. Have a sip of me Memphis Boulevard grapefruit flavoured. Why have you got a grapefruit flavoured beer?
And I'm going to have some Dickens cider. Should I have all of the Dickens cider, or should I just have, like, the top bit?
Just the tip.
That's the one.
So what does Dickens cider taste like? Does it taste like Thatcher's?
For now, it does.
Right, for now, because I don't. If we're branding it, I don't want it to taste like Thatcher's, because that tastes like old farm floor.
You don't like Thatcher's?
Nah, it's fusty. Tastes like old farm floor.
It's a man's cider.
It's not a man's cider. Scrumpy Jack's a man's cider. It's got a man's name in it.
Yeah, and the word scrumpy.
Yeah, scrumping for apples.
Yeah, all right. What were we talking about? Oh, it's going. I don't know what it should taste like. I think flat. I think our cider should be a flat cider, but in a can.
Yeah, flat cider in a can. That's a f***ing game changer.
Yeah.
I just want it to taste like
Salty?
cider. Salty?
Yeah.
Salty? No, but it's salty.
Okay, right, just trying to mix it up a bit. Never had a salty cider.
Dry. Anyway, we'll come back to that.
Yeah.
We've established it's going to be flat.
Yeah, flat cider
So we'll
in a can.
So we'll come back to that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what's this? This is me out and about, is it?
It's Jimmy's Day release.
He's crazy, a beast. He's looking to feast. It's out in the world. It's Jimmy's Day release.
So I was struggling to think of something to do about this without getting sexy and things going up bums again.
Yep, fair enough.
So it's difficult. So I've gone for idiots getting themselves killed. Because I think I could survive being handcuffed to a bed, maybe.
Yeah.
But again, that is kind of a bit of a ridiculous way to die.
And sorry to interrupt you in your flow, but the bedposts on that bed,
Yeah.
he said they were reinforced.
Yeah.
That's creepy, isn't it? Like,
It is creepy.
the fact that he had reinforced bedposts, the fact that you can buy reinforced bedposts, and the fact that he knew that he had bought reinforced bedposts.
Yeah, I think he's got a bit of a dark past, this man, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I think. Interesting fun fact, though. The bottom half of that bed head is from the laser glass from the Mike Flanagan film Oculus,
I have not seen it.
which is it's a mirror. It's a mirror in this big frame, and the bottom half of that is the bed head,
Oh, okay.
starring the lovely Karen Gillan.
Oh, okay.
Oculus. Anyway, let's talk about this fella. Right, there's this guy, Matthew Webb, professional swimmer. He rose to fame by being the first man to swim the English Channel in 1875. After competing in several races and exhibitions in both the UK and the US, in 1882, Webb announced that he intended to swim across the rapids at the base of the Niagara Falls. Those who referred to the challenge as suicidal turned out not to be wrong. On July 24th, 1885, wearing the same red trunks he wore when he completed the Channel swim, he jumped out the side of a small ferry boat. Then he had rowed to the midstream. Sadly, shortly after this, he was sucked into a whirlpool. And 4 days later, his body was found. His autopsy concluded that a large weight of water temporarily paralysed him, stopping him from breathing or using his limbs. So, despite becoming a national icon for his achievements in swimming, his legacy stands in biting off more than he could chew with his final near impossible feat.
Wow. I never understood.
Long time ago, though.
Well, it was a long time ago. I don't understand when you do something like that, not having some kind of safety thing in place, like a rope tied around you in case you go under the water and there's a boat where they can pull you up.
Yeah, I mean, it's the 1800s. At least they could do is a rope.
Yeah. And they had boats.
Yeah. So, you're a gambling man.
Sure.
You heard about this guy, Frank Hayes.
I've gambled once, right? And I
Oh.
did awesome, though.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll get into that later. Frank Hayes was a horse trainer and jockey who on June 4th, 1923 was the first and only man to ever win a race despite the fact that he was dead. He was taking part in a race in Belmont, USA, where he suffered from a massive heart attack halfway through, but because he remained in his saddle for the duration, he was crowned the winner when his horse ran over the finish line first. People were not aware of his death until they went to congratulate him after the race, and it's suspected that the excitement of leading the race and his dramatic weight loss beforehand resulted in his premature demise. He was buried 3 days later, and although this was the only race the horse had ever won, that horse never ran again. I think he was depressed.
Wow, that sucked.
So that kind of tied into the film because the dude had a heart attack.
Yeah, because he got too excited.
Yeah. So another guy who had a heart attack, this guy called Marcus Mosiah Garvey Jr., he was a Jamaican political leader who founded the Universal Negro Improvement Association and African Communities League. He was a writer, orator, and pioneer for equal rights, as well as being an advocate for black nationalism. He was determined to see all minority groups to be treated as equals. Unfortunately, Garvey's death was premature. He suffered 2 strokes after reading his own obituary in the newspaper.
Oh, shit.
It was, of course, a false obituary, but he died anyway.
Wow.
Whoops.
It's ironic? Feels ironic.
Kind of.
Can you imagine reading your own obituary? What do you reckon yours would say?
Oh, I don't know, actually. We should come back to that in the next episode.
Okay.
Let's write them. Let's write them for the next episode.
Well,
we'll do a quick bit.
I'll write yours, you write mine.
Yes, and that's what we'll do for the day release bit.
Okay.
Fantastic. Anyway.
Is that because you then don't have to do anything else for the day release bit?
Moving on. Right. You'll like this guy. This is a fucking advert for actually drinking alcohol, not any healthy shit. Basil Brown died from drinking too much carrot juice. Brown was obsessed with being a bit of a health freak and wanted to be as healthy as possible, so he decided to drink a gallon of carrot juice each day for 10 days. A gallon a day resulted in him overdosing in vitamin A, which ultimately gave him liver failure. Less is more. All you need is a pint.
All you need is a pint. You'd think if you were consuming that many carrots, you might have seen that coming.
Ayo. Well, unless it was dark.
Well, no, that's the point. Carrots are meant to help. Well, the myth is that carrots help you see in the dark.
Oh, right, I understand. Right, you'll like this one. This is right up your street. It's a little fella called Bradley Davis. He was charged with murder of his stepfather after drunkenly killing him with an atomic wedgie.
Holy crap.
Apparently, his stepfather had called Bradley Davis's mother worthless after he had filed for a divorce a few months earlier. Hearing his mother being disrespected by her husband resulted in Davis giving his stepfather a wedgie. The underwear was pulled over his head and wrapped around his neck, which caused him to die by asphyxiation.
Oh, that shouldn't be murder, should it? It's manslaughter.
No. High jinks.
Man.
High jinks, if anything.
Imagine that obituary. Atomic wedgie.
Atomic wedgie's pretty good.
Yeah.
Like that. You gotta have some muscles in your arms to get the old tighty whities over your head. Anyway, this is relevant and quite... This is the short bit now. Relevant. There are 2 strange accounts of people dying by holding in their pee. The most recent was that of Jennifer Strange, who hit the headlines as she entered a competition to win a brand new Wii, the game's console.
Okay, yep.
All she had to do, along with other contestants, was to drink a lot of water and then put off going to the toilet. So this lass, she drank 7.5 litres of water and died of acute water intoxication.
Jeez.
Her family won 10 million in compensation. This is
When
very
was this?
recent, actually. I don't have a date, but it's like when the Wii came out, so 2010-ish, maybe?
So, that competition just seems ridiculous from the start. They've known about drinking too much water and getting toxic levels of it in you, dangerous levels of it in you,
Yes.
for a long, long time.
Now,
Marathon runners have died of it.
oh, have they?
They drink thinking they're hydrating a lot and it's good for them, and they die.
So this is actually related to something else. So this was a radio contest, and
Okay.
I think the radio DJ, they tried to like arrest the radio DJ for it, but then I think that the radio DJ turns out to be the brother or someone related to those f***ing people that started the cult that thought... I can't even remember off the top of my head now, which is annoying. Should have looked up that.
Was that a cult that you talked about in one of our episodes before?
Yeah, I can't remember their names. It'll come back to me. But it doesn't say whether
Okay.
she won the Wii or not. Like, they got the 10 million. Did they get the Wii?
And she was dead, so...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There you go. Little break.
Well,
Little break from the sex games.
The silly death games. Well, thanks for brightening our days as usual with the Jimmy's Day release. I fancy a mosey on over. Do you fancy a mosey
I
on over?
always like a mosey. I don't know what it is, but I like it.
Oh, where are we going? Master of the Macabre.
You know.
It's the only place we ever mosey on over to.
Jesus Christ.
Master of the Macabre.
Welcome to the Master of the Macabre. We're going to find out if you're the hero chained to the bed or the dickhead on the floor dead. It's Master of the Macabre, and we're going to choose our favourite actor performance in this film to send a medal. The medal is usually shaped in something to do with a film. A Viagra pill. There you go.
No, you jumped into that too quick.
What?
Viagra pill? Can't it be shaped like that guy's big head?
Sure, yeah. We're not making them and we're not sending them out, so we can say whatever we want.
Geralds big head.
Yes. Okay, so it's going to be in the shape of him, and I've got one choice.
Okay.
You got one choice? Two choice?
It's difficult, really, because there's only really, like, two people really in the film.
Yeah.
I'll have a pop at one, but I think you go first, because I'm not 100% on mine.
I'm going for Carla Gugino.
Oh, okay.
I think she was the best of the two people that were on the screen. She had the harder acting to do. He just had to act, like, in one way, like an angry, toxic man. And she had to do a loving wife, dog feeder, distressed, tearing a hand out of handcuffs.
I think that was special effects, though. I don't think that was a real hand.
And post-cut. She really did that. Don't ruin that for me.
Shit, sorry.
The hand was special effects, but I think the face acting was all her.
Yeah.
And the pain and the scream. And then she had to do post-crash knocked out acting. He didn't have to do that.
Yeah, that's true.
So I just think she had more to take on.
True. I thought he was very good at being an absolute cockhead. It was uncomfortable to watch, I think.
Yep.
So I think he did a good job of making it very uncomfortable. And I don't get the whole rapey thing. Plus, do you know what they dropped the ball on?
His dick?
Yeah. It was his
What?
dick. It was his dick. Because after he popped the Viagra pills and then he's on the bed, didn't see a rager.
Is it instantaneous with Viagra?
No, but this is like after a bit of a while and he's trying to get it on. Didn't see a rager.
Oh, well, it's the attention to detail that we look for, isn't it?
That's what I look for, sir.
I didn't notice, and maybe I need to check. I'm not going to disagree with you because I did that last week and I was wrong about the prolapse stainers. So
I do like her. She is a very good actress. I like her in all the Mike Flanagan stuff. She's very good in Haunting of Hill House.
yeah, she is.
Honourable mention. I don't think he's going to win it, but Henry Thomas, the old wanky McDoodle. Let's sit on my lap and watch the eclipse, and while I have a little wank. I didn't touch you, it's fine, but I'm still sat there having a wank.
Yeah.
He's just creepy.
Yeah, but then it's acting. So he is good in everything he's in as an actor.
Okay.
I don't think he deserves to win this. And
No.
I feel creepy about if we did because he makes me feel a bit sick.
Yeah, I mean, if we were watching E.T., he probably would have won.
Yeah. But he was good in Haunting of Hill House.
Great.
He was good in Midnight Mass.
Yeah. Basically, he played the same character in all three.
He didn't. Did he?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Basically a different version of each of those characters, I think.
Well, I quite like those characters.
Yeah.
Apart from this one.
He's still got E.T.'s finger stuck up his bum. That's what his acting feels like for me. Henry
Is that what
Thomas. He's
happened in
still
the
got
film?
E.T.'s finger up his bum.
I don't remember that part of E.T.
Director's cut.
Extra molestial.
Fantastic. Say it again.
Extra molestial.
Director's cock.
Extended edition. Read ya. Right. Who are we picking?
Well, we'll pick, I think, Carla.
All right, Carla Gugino is how I'm saying her name, whatever that's how her name is pronounced.
It's probably not.
I don't care. So, we're going to send you a disturbing mould of someone's head.
Of an acromegaly head. Not having a pop at it, by the way. Anyone out there?
No, I was just thinking I said disturbing, and it's not really disturbing.
Disturbing.
It is in a horror setting when it's meant to be.
Yeah.
And applied in the correct way.
Right. Fantastic. That's in the post, love.
Well, I guess we've got to decide whether this is awesome or not, and do some Madhouse rating system.
The Madhouse rating
That was nice.
system.
Right, let's chow down on some delicious morsels like we're Cujo himself. Oh, it's the Madhouse rating system. First up, we've got that delicious and succulent tension and suspense.
Oh, I hate the word succulent. I don't know why.
Why? It's beautiful.
No, it's not. Anyway, tension and suspense. It's pretty good. There's a few main additions to the tension and suspense. The main obvious one being, will she escape from the bed?
Yeah.
But the relationship between her and the dog's pretty tense. The beast sat at the end of the bed, eating her husband and just waiting to eat her. Even having to pop at her a couple of times around the ankles. That can cause tension in a room. But the best tension is the interaction she has with her hallucinations, I think. She's clearly working through some shit, and her headcanon version of her husband seems to be her confronting the reality of him that she's just noticed before he died, and not the front that he seems to have put on throughout their marriage. So it's alright tension and suspense, but the best stuff comes from just will she live?
Now, what kind of person is hallucinating after being handcuffed to a bed for 5 hours?
I don't know, actually. Yeah, that's a good point.
This is my biggest flaw of the film, is that she's only been there for maybe about 5-7 hours, and she's already got into that hallucinogenic stage.
Yeah, and if you think about it, most people spend at least 6 to 8, maybe 9 hours in bed every night of their life.
Yeah, but I'm not hallucinating. What was up with her? I didn't like that.
Good point.
Yeah. I think at least give it a couple of days before you start going crackers.
Although we are forgetting the fact she's just been through this traumatic thing of seeing her husband have a heart attack and die on top of her and then be a little bit eaten by a dog.
But he was a cock and she didn't really like him anyway. They went there because she was leaving him anyway.
It's just, I think it's still when someone dies and they haven't got a rager like they're meant to because of the pill, and they have a heart attack and they fall on top of you, and then just watching any human getting eaten by a dog, maybe she's disappeared inside herself a bit.
I don't know. Why didn't the dog go for the penis first? Surely that would have been the biggest bit. Oh, well, actually, she said it was only 5 inches, so...
Yeah. I don't know why would a dog go for the penis first anyway?
Well, a lot of animals go for the genitalia first, don't they? Because it's the softest, in bit, don't they? They go for, the butt and the front bit to get into the meat. Yeah, because it's the softest bit. They go in.
That's disgusting.
Google that.
You don't know. I will not. You don't know when that person last showered.
Google that.
That's another fact I've learnt through the Madhouse podcast.
Yeah, it is about... is she gonna get out of the bed? Obviously, she's gonna get out of the bed at some point. Is the dog gonna eat her? First time I watched it, I was on board with the tension and suspense. But the second time, maybe it was because I knew what was coming.
Yeah, does change a film.
Maybe, yeah. So maybe I'll go with the first time that I watched it, and I would give it a 1 then, or a star. What are the rules?
Well, sorry, it's only been nearly 60 episodes. So, you can give it a star. Well, it's not always a star. It's usually based on something in the film. I think we should give it Cujo's. So it's 1.
I like it.
Cujo, if you like it, and no Cujo's if you don't like it. Half a Cujo if you, meh.
I'll give it a Cujo then. What are you saying?
Yeah, we'll give it a Cujo. So
Okay.
it's 1 Cujo out of 5 Cujos.
Next up, we have gore and visual effects.
There's not a lot to judge here, though, is there?
Not
Because
really.
There was a corpse being eaten, but that was mostly out of view. We could do that effect between us with a bit of fake blood, some meat, and a chew toy.
I think we could do it right now. We could do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wouldn't work very well on the podcast.
Oh, that's true. Sorry. Yeah. But for us, we could do it.
Yeah, we'll do it. When we finish recording, we'll give it a go.
Yeah.
So, but you could, though. You could just lay behind a bed with your hand out, some fake blood running out, and you get a dog, and then you have a chew toy just out of place. It looks like it's ripping something off, and then you give it some meat to chew.
Easy.
It was alright. It worked, but it's not exactly going to change the gore industry.
No, I don't think it should.
The degloving of the hand was the only gore, really, wasn't it? And it was quite well done. It was more quality over quantity, I guess is what they were going for. Like, there's one bit of gore, and it was the degloving, which is something that makes you cringe. It's a word that makes you cringe, actually, degloving, once you know what it is. So it's more of a tension-based horror than a gore-based horror, and that's fine. Although I never thought I'd say this, but I kind of missed the arse worms from last episode.
I will take an arseworm all day long than the degloving scene. So the first time I watched it, obviously you don't know it's coming. So I watched it all the way through. Disgusting. Knew it was coming again the second time through. I couldn't watch it. I had to do this. But I was kind of watching it, but doing that.
Degloving is what happens to some people in driving accidents.
Oh, it literally makes me cringe right down to my testicles.
Can't remember why. It's something to do with holding the steering wheel. You got better skin a certain way, and you go jaunt like that, and it just.
Oh.
And then you can see all your muscles and bones.
Nah.
Like...
That's absolutely disgusting. I'm putting that up there as. Oh, that bit. Oh no, I just can't even put it into words. Disgusting.
So what we're giving it for gore then? Because
I'll give it a Cujo. I'd like to give it a Cujo and a half because it was horrible.
No, there wasn't enough gore in the film for Cujo and a half.
Just for that scene.
Yeah, we'll give it a Cujo for that scene.
Alright, Cujo it then, boy.
Because we'd never gone. I don't know if we can do a Cujo and a half. Right, what's next?
Musical score and sound effects.
Okay.
Take that as a no.
It's fine, we'll do it. Because there are no musical score and sound effects.
Oh, fantastic.
You liked that?
Do I like that?
Yeah. Did you like it in this film?
A lot of films do it nowadays, don't they?
Yeah, kind of works.
Makes it more real, doesn't it?
Yeah. I also think that a decent score can emphasise a whole film a lot more.
Yeah.
Bring out more feeling in it. But it worked. I didn't sit there thinking, there's no music in this. So I guess it's fine.
Yeah, I think there was a little bit at the start, wasn't there? Tiny bit at the start.
Yeah.
And then it
and
went...
then nothing at all for the rest of the time. It was a very dialogue-y film, wasn't it?
Yeah. A lot of people do it to try and make it more real. But I do like a score.
It depends how it's done, because if you don't have a score and the film falls flat, that's the risk, I think.
Yeah.
But if you do it well, like they did here, you don't really notice it's not flat. It's just, but I reckon the performance in this were all really good. So
Very good. Yeah.
you didn't notice.
Okay.
But, so do we give it like half a Cujo? Because there is no score, but that was an artistic choice that panned out.
I like your thinking. Yeah, go on then. Let's give it half a Cujo.
Right. So that's 2.5 Cujos out of 3.
Oh, a little swig before we do. Performance.
All right. Well, I just thought everyone was good. One thing I usually hate is like the talking to the camera as though the viewer is the person being spoken to, because I think it's hard for that to pull that off. Breaks the fourth wall. But the moments where it happened in this film actually worked very well, and they added to the intense feeling and the dialogue going on between the characters.
Yeah.
And her hallucinations. So I think that worked well. Everyone was good in this. It was good to have a film where everyone was doing good, rather than the last film where everyone was shit.
Yeah, I mean, it just seemed a bit like it was two films going on, really.
Yeah. Were you watching Bambi at the same time?
No, that's too sad.
Oh, that scene where Bambi gets hooved.
shot in the back of the head. No, do you know what I mean, though? You've got the bit... You've got them on the bed going through their business. And then you've got this whole crypt keeper thing going on in the background.
The pointless bit.
The pointless bit.
Yeah.
But they tied it in, so they put that bit at the start on the radio.
Yeah.
To tie it into the... Oh, yeah, there's just this creepy guy. But why didn't he help her out of the bed?
Or killer, seeing as you're a serial killer.
Killer.
This is about performance, by the way. I don't know if you've lost track.
I think I have lost track.
Well,
let's go back to performance.
Why don't we just choose a Cujo or not, and then we'll talk about what you're talking about.
Okay, Cujo.
Give it a Cujo?
Yeah, for performance. I mean, he's supposed to be a prick. He was a prick.
Yep.
She's supposed to be this... daddy issues, obviously, because he's wanked on her back. And he's a prick. So she's just got bad luck, I think.
And it came across well. She did it well.
Yeah, it did.
Even the younger version of her was really well acted. So we're on 3.5 out of 4.
We are.
And we're going on to overall experience, where we should maybe talk about the pointless bit a bit.
Oh,
sorry,
so
I've nicked your intro there. What's next?
So it is overall experience.
Oh, is it?
It is.
So the pointless story.
Yes, the Moonlight Man.
Yeah. I think he would have been better just left as this hallucination. Or death.
Death, yeah.
Hanging around.
Yeah.
Waiting to take her. Like, the last 20 minutes of this film, the film basically ended, or felt like it was ending or ended. And then it carried on for a bit while she was writing letters and looking through newspapers and finding out about this grave robber serial killer.
Yeah, so I think the film maybe should have ended when she crashed the car and she's there on the floor, like, covered in blood like Carrie. Maybe her writing a letter at the end with a shaky hand, with a glove. Maybe that should have ended her part of the story, instead of going into court to see this man.
See, I didn't mind, like, the whole her... I don't know what they're coming to terms with and confronting things and saying, you can't hurt me anymore type story. That was great.
Yeah.
It didn't need to be done in the way that it was with this. I don't know, it's based on a book, so I don't know whether the book does it better than the film.
Yeah.
But having this guy be a serial killer, turn up and then deal with stuff in that certain way, it felt really odd and jammed in as an excuse to give her this ending. I felt like it would have been better to have a different ending.
And it was also kind of like they chucked a twist in where there didn't need to be a twist.
Yeah, and the twist didn't fit the storyline. It wasn't a twist as in,
yeah,
oh my god, that guy was her father all along.
Yeah, so maybe that's what it literally is in the book. So maybe it's Stephen King. He chucked a twist in at the end that didn't need to be in a twist. Or maybe, because we haven't read the book, maybe it elaborates a bit more. And maybe the film just had to cut it down a little bit. But in the film that they did, it didn't. It seemed a bit disjointed, and that there was a twist there that didn't work or fit.
Yes, I agree. And I liked this film.
Yeah.
I wouldn't watch it again.
No.
Not just because you said it was bad on the second viewing.
Just boring on the second one.
But I would recommend it. What is?
It was hot.
This film is not hot. It's
no,
rapey
not
and
the film. I mean, like, temperature and the weather is hot, so it's difficult to watch it. An uncomfortable watch, not for the what. It's just naturally uncomfortable.
Yes, you were uncomfortable because of the close heat.
Yes, the close heat.
And not in the mood for this shit.
No, and my Viagra hadn't kicked in until the end.
No, so I wouldn't watch it again, but I would recommend people to watch it because it's very different to other horror. It's fresh, it's original, it's a great film, I think. I just didn't think it's one you revisit, is what I wrote down here, which suits perfectly what you've said. Yeah. It's not worth a revisit.
No, it's a good just a watch, and you go, oh, okay, this good. Ooh, degloving. Oh, weird, creepy guy in it. Great, fine.
So what we're doing for overall experience, though, because we're at 3.5 out of 4 now, so 3.5 out of 5, but if we give it a Cujo, it's 4.5. I don't think it's a 4.5 film.
I don't think it's a 4.5 film. It's a 3.5. It's a solid 3.5.
Let's leave it at 3.5 then and not give it anything for overall experience. It's not worth a second watch.
What did Dreamcatcher get?
Turned off.
Okay, 3.5 it is. F***ing beautiful.
I can't remember Can you remember what Dreamcatcher you got? I can't.
Nah, maybe like 2 or 3 or 2 maybe.
I think it was 1 actually.
1.
I think it was 1 out of 5.
Okay, I hope you've picked
One
a
up.
fucking better one this time, then.
You picked this.
Did I? No, I picked
Yes.
this, but I'm saying
Yeah.
I hope you've picked a better one for the next one.
Oh, well. Nice segue, Jimmy, because you're about to find out. Because it's time for the Immedible challenge. You ready for this?
I think so. I'll give it a go.
No cheating.
What do you mean, no cheating?
I'm going to have to leave a bit out, as we have said in the rules before. So, like, for the listener, I read out the IMDb description of the film I've chose, and Jimmy has to guess the film. We switch turns every week. Bada boom, bada beesh. But one rule is, if there's an obvious phrase saying or the title of the film in the description, you can just blank it, skip it, because it'll give it away. You'll get this. I like to guess in how many words Jimmy will get this.
No doubt I'll get this.
I think you'll get it in 4.
Okay.
4 words. You've done better than 4 before, by the way.
Okay.
I think you've done like 2, which is insane. But you are like a horror encyclopedia. Are you ready?
I'll try.
I'm missing out the first 2 words because they give it away. A shy, friendly teenage girl.
Carrie.
Yes. That was 5 words. Sorry. 5 words. That was good. Anyway, Carrie White, a shy, friendless teenage girl who is sheltered by her domineering religious mother, unleashes her telekinetic powers after being humiliated by her classmates at her senior prom. This is the 1976 version I've chosen, by the way. Not the later one.
I was going to say,
it's
which one have you
better.
chose?
76.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
The OG.
The OG, fantastic. Yeah, I watched that a couple of months ago, actually.
Okay. In between showings of Jaws.
I've not watched Jaws yet, even though...
What, this year?
Yeah, I've watched it this year, obviously.
I can't
Couple of
remember how
times.
often you said you watched it when we reviewed it, but it was a lot.
I watch it a lot. It's my comfort film.
Yeah, I don't blame you. It's a good film. My comfort film is Hook.
Different vibes.
Different vibes. Although still pretty freaky and horrific if you think about it. And you could make a horror version of that film.
That's true. I mean, Peter Pan's basically a nonce.
Peter Pan's a child.
No, he's not. Not in Hook, he's not.
Oh no, in Hook he's not.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Why is he a nonce in Hook?
Because he's a grown adult hanging around with kids.
He's not diddling them. He's
He
looking for
might
his own
f-
children.
Be.
He's
Hook's
not.
the only one. Hook's the one who sees it, and he's trying to stop the diddling.
No, I'm not having it.
It is.
No, I'm not. Rufio's awesome. Bangarang for life. I hope bangarang isn't a euphemism. God damn it.
Bet it is.
It's not. Right. Are we done, aren't we? We're finished. We're moving on.
Yeah, I
The
think
episode's
so.
ended. You've ruined Hook.
Peter Pan ruined Hook. Ugh.
Right, it's time to plug some stuff. If you've got anything to plug, said Peter to the Lost Boys. Have you got any gigs coming up this time?
No.
Ah, well, try harder. check out our Facebook page and like it and follow it, where you will find, pinned at the top, links to the Horror Madhouse UK horror group, as well as our awesome newsletter, Beyond the Madhouse, and of course, a link to the podcast itself. Thank you for listening to the Madhouse podcast. Don't forget to subscribe wherever you are listening to it right now. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and please send your own Viagra stories to ican'tkeepitupatall.com. We will see you next time in the Madhouse.
Bye. I just farted. You can't hear that, can you?
I didn't hear it, but you did tell us anyway. It wouldn't have made a difference.
Fine.